Hello, guys. Trust you're doing well today. I just have something to share with you that will bless you. Yeah, I think I'll start with a question. And the question is, do you really know how the devil steals from us? So I'll read this scripture, John 10:10. The thief comes not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy, but I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. Now, going back to the question, how does the enemy steal from us? Maybe if you have asked me some time ago, I would have told you about the typical ideology of, oh, you sleep in the middle, you sleep in the night, then Satan comes in your dream, or the devil comes in your dream, someone comes in your dream and snatches something away from you. That is going to be like the typical idea of an average Christian of how the enemy steals from us. Or maybe it takes away your voice. We have different interpretations. Those interpretations are not wrong, mind you, but what I'm going to be sharing with us today is just another layer of complexity to the understanding you already have. Or should I say another layer of simplicity, as the case may be. Alright, so how does the enemy steal from us? Remember, man is tripartite in nature. We have a spirit that has a soul that lives in a body. And that means that every of these layers have area of importance. God does not throw away one to pick one. In fact, we know that the work of salvation starts from our spirit, but it is not only limited to our spirit. It translates to our mind, then it ends up even affecting our bodies. And no wonder the scripture was saying in the book of Romans chapter 12, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. I was listening to something that Pastor Lawrence shared in the just concluded YMR, and he was saying that whatever energy that you generate in your spirit is at the mercy of the transformation of your mind. That is me paraphrasing what he said. Now, what does this mean? The mind is a powerhouse the same way your spirit is a powerhouse. In fact, the possibilities of your mind is endless, far limitless. I can tell you that. What you can achieve with your mind is so enormous that you can't fathom the brilliance that is embedded in your mind. Your mind is like the greatest asset that you have as you stand right now. But do you know that most of the time, what the enemy does in order to sabotage us is by making us not see the power of our mind, and it distracts us. And what do I mean? We fall for the same temptation that Esau fell for when Jacob brought him food. Jacob was cooking a very wonderful, a sweet pottage, and Esau told him, just give me a little bit of pottage, I'm hungry. And what did Jacob say? He said, sell me your birthright. That is it. Sell me your birthright. And he said, what is the birthright when I am hungry? What is this birthright thing that you are talking about when I am hungry, when I'm looking for food? Now, that is the catch. Most of the time, we don't know. We are ignorant of the fact that our minds are just like our birthright, and we sell it for cheap. We sell our attention, which is part of the currency of our mind. We sell it for cheap. We sell our energy. We sell it for cheap. We sell our thoughts. We sell it for cheap. And let me also buttress this point, or the power of our mind, with what God said when men started building the Tower of Babel. God was saying that these people have become one, and this thing that they have imagined in their mind, no one will be able to stop them. That tells you the power that can be seen, not only from the place of unity, but from the place of imagination, which is part of the attribute of the mind. Part of what our mind engages on, or part of what we use our mind for, is imagination. And it tells you that imagination is also currency. Now, how does the enemy steal from you? One, he lures you away. He lures your mind away from productive thoughts. He lures your mind away from things that would add value. and he takes that same mind that is priceless. He takes that same mind that has unlimited potential and he fixates it on something that is of no importance. It just swaps the equation. So it gives your mind porridge and it takes the birthright away from it. Now, how does this apply in real life? So, for example, let me just give a typical example. A married couple, for example, two of them, you can have two instances. The first one, they are always quarreling, they are always fighting, they have bitterness in their heart towards one another. And that is an example, a typical way in which Satan is stealing from that family. Now, it fixates their mind on one another. That's in quarreling with one another. It makes the other person sees the other person as an enemy. It makes the other person sees the other person as someone that is not good enough, that has problems, that is bitter. It makes them bitter towards one another. And by being bitter, he has already taken away the productivity that same mind would have generated. He has taken it away and he has fixed that mind on evil thoughts. He has fixed that mind on things that would not profit, that at the end of the day would only lead to degenerated results. They would continue to have worse and worse results if they don't know this particular secret I'm sharing with you. Because sometimes we spiritualize these things instead of thinking about it in a more practical way. So that mind that could have been used to think about how their children will succeed, the mind that would have been used to think about how the family will move forward, that mind has been saturated with offense. So at the sight of one another, they are not able to stand one another, and hence their progress becomes embittered. Their progress is stopped. They only remain at the level of the last productive thoughts that they ever thought about. Do you see? That is one of the biggest way the enemy steals from us, by swapping our minds and making us concentrate on things that will not profit, and we major on the minor, then minor on the major. Now, what do you need to do in order to stop this? One, pay attention or focus your mind on things that are productive, and make sure you tune down the noise on anything that do not profit. So get rid of offense, get rid of bitterness, get rid of any sin that has to do with the sin of the heart. And that is why when we talk about holiness, some people feel that holiness, is just for those preachers, it's just for those people that just want to know God deeply. But may I tell you, it is only a heart that is holy, that is pure, that is without all these sins, that is able to fix that, or that is able to concentrate on things that are bigger than them. It is only that mind that is able to get inspired by real things that will really cause a change upon the earth. Anything other than this would only leave that man to be a mediocre. It would only leave that person to live below par, below what God has in store for them. I'm rooting for you, and be blessed as you enjoy the new year.